everyone, and welcome back. It's Elsie, the editor of World Aviation Festival, and today I'm delighted to be joined by Jonathon Counsell, the Group Director of Sustainability for IAG. Jonathan, it's lovely to have you here.
Thank you.
So just to chat a bit about the sustainability landscape in aviation at the moment, do you think that we've seen a bit of a slowing of momentum on sustainability over the past 10 years, or are we still on track to achieve all our targets?
I think certainly over the last couple of years, there's been a subtle change in some aviation companies' position on sustainability, but I think we recognise, this is a long-term challenge for us. We have to address our carbon emissions, and we have, as an industry, a clear roadmap to do that. And fundamentally, climate change is driven by the science, not just politics. So it's something we have to do.
Yeah. As a group, you've committed to net zero emissions by 2050. So could you share what sort of progress you've made on that target and any of the biggest success stories that you've seen so far?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And we have some interim targets. So our primary target is 10% of sustainable aviation fuels by 2030, and we're on track to deliver against that. So that represents about 1 million tonnes for us. So we've announced a number of partnerships. So 12 and Infinium, so they're two sort of power to liquid companies. So one of those was a 14-year contract and the other was a 10-year. We've also invested in LanzaJet and Wastefront, two additional sustainable aviation fuel companies. So we've committed about 40% of our 10% 2030 target, which represents over $3.5 billion of financial commitment to SAF offtake agreements.
Perfect. And in terms of your position as an airline group, you're overseeing 5 different airlines. Is it a challenge bringing those different parties together to make progress in sustainability, or is it an opportunity for more collaboration?
I love the fact we have the 5 different airlines. They are so different sort of from every aspect, but no, it adds real value for us. And the real opportunity is to share best practice across the group, so we're all learning from each other. It's taken a few years to get there, but we now have what we call the IAG Sustainability Network. So it's quite a close group. We meet every month, and every quarter we have a 2-day workshop where we all get together, and it's fantastic to see the sort of nurturing of sharing of best practice amongst all the different participants. So it feels like a real family. Yeah.
That's great to hear. You mentioned earlier your progress on sort of sustainable aviation fuel. But looking to the future, to the longer term beyond 2030, where do you see the biggest emissions reduction gains or sustainability gains? Is it going to be in hybrid engines? Is it in sort of flight optimization or reducing wastage? What do you see as the next opportunities that you want to hit?
Yeah, we sort of describe ourselves as a hard to decarbonise sector, so we need everything. So we're an investor in Zero Avia, which is a hydrogen fuel cell company. We think those technologies will have a role to play, but they'll take longer. The priority for us will be sustainable aviation fuels. We think by 2050, 70% of our fuels will be on SAF. But it's absolutely critical that we continue to need the policy support to help build those first-of-a-kind plants. And we are seeing a lot of climate change policy here in Europe. One of the other fundamental pieces, we have to maintain the competitiveness of the European aviation industry. We accept that we need to be regulated on climate change, but we've got to cast our mind as well to that competitiveness dimension.
Mm-hmm. Well, I suppose sustainability could also be a competitive advantage moving forward. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
We think we truly believe there is first mover advantage when it comes to decarbonisation. So getting in the market first, particularly with sustainable aviation fuels, our view is certainly with some of the advanced fuels in the 2nd and 3rd generation, they will be in short supply post 2030. So we think it's really important that companies get into the market early so they can secure that regular supply of these SAFs.
Perfect. Love to hear that. Well, it was a pleasure to have you with us, Jonathan, and yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for sharing your
Great
insight.
to be here. Thank you.